Jesus had been preaching to the crowds and had cured a deaf and a blind man who was possessed by a demon. But the Pharisees accused him of curing him by the power of the devil. And then in today's gospel, the first thing we hear is they want a sign from him. Maybe they want some kind of a proof that he is truly the Messiah, or maybe they want to justify their own disbelief in him. But Jesus won't be led down that path. When he tells them the only sign they will get is the sign of Jonah, the prophet, he's leading them to understand that Jonah spent 3 days in the belly of a fish, and that's a foretelling of him spending 3 days in the tomb. He's giving them the opportunity to accept him as the Son of God. But their hard hearts want something else. Sometimes when we look to God for a resolution to a problem in our lives, we want something other than what is presented to us. Or we may even think he didn't answer. I personally want the answer to my prayer to be perfectly clear, but God has made me understand that he's in charge, that I am not. A little over 30 years ago, we built a new house and moved to Batavia. I was working in Bensonville at the time, and that daily drive to work was 40 minutes each way. And after a couple of months, I decided that I wanted to look for a new job. Jobs for 50-year-old accountants at that time were not easy to find, so I decided instead of listening to the radio on the way to work, I would pray the rosary, petitioning for a new job. After about 6 months, I almost gave up because it didn't seem that he was going to answer. But one day after I got home, I looked on the driveway and there was a Daily Herald newspaper there. I didn't subscribe to that paper. Anyway, I took it in the house, looked at an ad for an accountant, and bingo, a job was advertised. I applied and I got it. I think we all need to know God hears and answers all our prayers and concerns. We just need to be patient and understand how much he loves us. And sometimes it takes longer.